Hello Virgo, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jules and this is Hidden Jules Tarot. Thank you to my new subscribers that are here. Welcome or welcome back if you're returning. Thank you for returning. I love you. I love you so much. I got 3 new decks here, so we're going to get into your energy. I got the Abundant Attraction deck, some Archetypes deck, and then my favorite, which is Hard Truths, because we are alchemizers, we are transmuters, and I will always be the tarot reader that's going to tell you what the fuck is going on, not some bullshit. Okay? Alright. I know for me, on my personal journey, like, if somebody would have pat rubbed my ass through all of it, I wouldn't have made it this far. I'd probably be in prison. So that's how serious it got. Okay? I had to really do some work, okay? So, here we are. We're here to let you know how to get to your highest timeline. Nice. Ooh, we got cycle breaker energy here. Lineage of limitation. Okay. Little shadow aspects. You are not bound to repeat those patterns of your family lineage. Free yourself from inherited limitations and step into your own truth. So definitely something probably around the belief systems that you were taught as a kid about worthiness, doubt, shame. Could be some type of financial blockages, money, narratives, things to look at. Virgo, what else do we need for Virgo here? Couple of things while we're shuffling. I am open for private readings. All of the information is down in the description box below. My Cash App, Venmo, and also my email as well. I have an Angel Tree link for a nonprofit organization that I support of people overcoming homelessness and addiction. That was part of my story. And those are for the children of the participants that are doing that. They're in the judicial system, so... I also have an Etsy link. I got some cutie little tarot card paper down there, like gift wrap paper. Put your presents under the tree. If you're interested, it's also a way to donate to my channel. So, okay, what else do we have for Virgo? Virgo babies. I think of babies whenever I think of Virgo. My son's a Virgo, so. I also, remember I told you I'm a Virgo moon, so now I'm one of y'all. Okay, look at that. We just talked about the lineage of limitation, and then guess what? We got uniquely gifted out here. So there's some type of gifts that, and abilities that you could be harnessing at the moment. Strengths that, you know, Spirit has started to unveil to you so that way you can fulfill your soul's purpose. Nurture these talents and use them to create the impact only you can make. You could be definitely feeling the call of destiny for 2026 as well. Look at all these beautiful colors. Reminds me of all the chakra centers. Call of destiny. Do you have the feeling that you are being destined for great things? Honor the call of destiny that comes from deep within you and release it into the universe through action and intention. So we need to get very clear. Make your fucking vision board, okay? Clearly, like down to the specifics of what you want to see come into fruition into your 3D. And you also have to be the energetic match to it. We got to do it. We got to do it. Okay, Virgo? Nope. Waiting around. That one wants to come out. Okay. Anything else for Virgo, Spirit? Anything else for Virgo? I have a guest star with me down here. His name is Gus. Money with his S's are money signs. Get it? That's also another thing I want to talk about. Make sure to comment your name with a money bag sign to be entered to win a free reading at the end of the month. It's my way to say thank you for being here and engaging with my channel, and also a little Christmas present for you. Okay, so there's some type of, what's blocking your new direction here is that we also have the shadow aspect here of the fear of responsibility. So that goes back probably to the lineage of limitation. It's holding you back from like fully pursuing your dreams, because I think you feel like you can't be the container to own your full potential. And so, you know, you need to look deep within yourself, face your fears. By the way, I'm creating a workshop around fear, shame, and guilt. We're going to raise people out of those lower levels of consciousness so that way we can stay in the heart center and go up towards the higher levels. At least maintain them better. The more awareness that you have, the better. So look deep within yourself and face your fears. Are you running from failure, or are you even more afraid of your own potential, is what it says. So definitely that could be, you know, man, that's powerful energy right there. I love to see it, Virgo. Also have this archetype deck. And then, like I said, we have this hard truth. But first, we're going to get into the tarot. See what we have around this deal here. Spirit, what do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo? What do we have for Virgo? Tell me more, tell me more. Tell me more, tell me more. Like the sea of the car. I don't think that's the right line, but Greece could be significant. Greece could be significant. The movie. Tell me more, tell me more. Didn't get very far. Uh-oh, not that kind of connection. Virgo. Hello, Spirit. Probably just popped out all of your message right there with your oracles. Spirit's like, we're good. We're good. Okay, we're going to do one more shuffle and then we'll take it off the top. Spirit, tell me about Virgo. Yeah, there was some type of loss, some type of disappointment, fear of risk. That's really what it is, the Five of Cups. It's you're having some type of fear of taking the full plunge into whatever situation this is. Could it be a relationship? Look at your insecure attachments, your anxious attachments, your avoidant attachments. If it is, also if it is some type of leap of faith, it's that time, babe. It's the time to take the leap of faith. No more wallering. Okay. Especially whenever, like I said, there's something that's very nuanced that's hiding in the shadow of your childhood here, especially with that lineage limitation. That, I mean, check from your grandmother. That was passed down. This transgenerational trauma, okay? So this is a belief system that is carried over from generation to generation. Spirit, what else do we have for Virgo? Oof. They are just, okay. We have the sun. There we go. We're trying to get that strength. We're trying to get the glory. We're trying to, like, we want the satisfaction, but you have to take the risk, Virgo. Like, you got to risk it for the biscuit, babe. Okay? Got to risk it for the biscuit. Like, without action, like I said, we are co-creators of this reality. Like, you have to put in the action. You have to be the vibrational match to whatever you're trying to create, whether that's incoming love, that's incoming abundance, wealth, like, there you go. And I think you're finally having that realization. Like, you have the angels supporting you here. So, okay, what else do we have for Virgo? What else do we have for Virgo? What else do we have for Virgo? All right. King of Wands. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Yeah, once again, I think that's why Spirit was taking so long to bring out the cards, because we've already kind of gone over it. We're having a lot of anxiety about this new journey. Like, we're thinking that we're not going to be able to pull it off, like that we can't have all of these cups that are floating up in the air, like we're just daydreaming about it out here. Like, we need practical steps, okay? There's some type of escapism. Bro. Sorry. Escapism energy that's going on. Like, we're just like like I said, we're just daydreaming out here. But like I said, there's currently, I think we're having that realization and getting the strength and the power, the courage to take on these like new events that are coming in. So there needs to be some type of acceptance and accountability for your journey. And that starts with, we're not blaming our lineage over here. We're taking accountability for the facts and having acceptance of what the situation was and what the conditioning was as to why our ego was trying to protect us in that way. And also the main thing is the self-sabotaging and not feeling worthy to have everything that we desire. Okay. All right, let's get an archetype real fast here. No, let's get advice. Spirit's going to be mad at me because I've already pretty much, they barely even want to get the tarot out. Any advice for Virgo? Any advice for Virgo? Sorry, Gus over here is being very loud. Well, there's you within your power here. Go within. The answers that you seek are within you. It's that same self-reflection energy that we're talking about. Okay, what else do we have for Virgo? What other advice do we have for Virgo? Once again, what I tell you, gosh, yeah, I'm not gonna force anymore here. Okay, so we have, yeah. What I tell you, we need to have practical steps. Be patient with yourself and doing this healing. Stop, please. I am so sorry, Virgo. This is insane. Okay. We need to have practical steps. Like I said, some type of higher wisdom, that self-reflection. I got to cover up the devil and his little mates down there. But we had the devil in reverse, so we're being released from the bondage of that lineage limitation, of those toxic attachments that's kept us bound. Like I said, there's probably some type of unworthiness, some type of sabotage that, you know, it was creating a lot of conflict in our life, but we're no longer in that mode. That is the advice, is to really rewrite those belief systems with the Hierophant out here. That's Taurus energy, could be dealing with the Taurus. Okay, let's get an archetype out here. This is a Kim Kranz deck. There we go. The Flame, the Tear, and the Fault Line. Okay. Ooh, I just got this, and although I know a lot of archetypes, I definitely did not memorize all 100 and something of them. So, all right, let's get into it. The Flame, the Tear, and the Fault Line. Okay. These are all tools. So the Spark. So this is our passion with the flame out here. Okay. It says in Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni. The ancient yogi saw this flame as the center of the abdomen, and so something could be around your solar plexus, which is shame and unworthiness. Make sure you're paying attention to your health. There's something around maybe like digestive organs that you need to pay attention to. Hopefully there's not something like colon cancer or something that like goes through your bloodline. Maybe check that out. That might be for somebody. But this card is a call to reignite that fire. So, okay, let's see. The next one we have is the Tear. Did I say the Tear earlier? That's the release. That's the release that we need. You know, I love that she depicted this as the tear, because if you think about it, whenever you grieve, like we cry naturally, And I mean, how relieving is that? Like, that is one solid way to move that grief energy. It's a flow. It's the flowing through. Like, because we don't want to store it into our body. Our body keeps a score, and you know, the more drama, the more murkiness that we have, the higher that our cortisol levels are, and it's just all bad. So let's not do that. Okay, now we have the fault line. Here we go. Okay, the crack. So this is redefining reality, breaking open, which is that breaking of that lineage there. You are the cycle breaker. It says, imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. It's the energy of walking on eggshells of precarious dynamics. So this card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. Okay, now let's get your hard truths real fast here. Let's get your hard truths really fast before Gus starts freaking out. Just don't. Okay, Spirit, what do we have for Virgo's hard truth here? What do we have for Virgo's hard truth? I love this deck. I'm so glad that I got it. This is my favorite. My favorite. Spirit, what do we have for Virgo? What do they need to hear right now? What do they need to hear right now? Spirit, what? Okay. Yeah, wow. Future self. Gotta release the shame. Ay, that was a lot. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, there's a right person that's coming in. But we need to get rid of... You got a new connection? Okay. Yeah, there's the shadow side with the shame. You've been, like, there's been some lies. You're lying to yourself and those around you, and you've been feeling unseen. So this is the shadow side right here. This is all the stuff that you need to know. You're avoiding aspects of a situation that make you uncomfortable. Face the darkness to gain a complete understanding and make informed decisions. Shame wraps you in a cloak of lonely silence, convincing you your flaws that define you. Lies. You've been lying to yourself and those around you. There's a secret that needs to emerge for true alignment to occur. And the unseen. There are factors you haven't yet considered. Look beyond the obvious for hidden elements that could impact your decision before making a move. So like I said, it's all those shadow aspects. Like, what are you lying to yourself about, and how are we going to get rid of this shame here? Okay, Virgo, this is what I have for you. We made it. Gus is wigging out. So make sure that you like, comment, share. Hit the notification bell, subscribe, so that way you know whenever my readings post. Make sure that not to forget to comment your name with a money bag sign, so that way you can win that free reading. And like I said, hit the bell so you know whenever that the reading's up, and I'll announce the winner. I love you so much, Virgo. Thank you again for being here. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.